Welcome everybody on another video on rare world coins. As you grow in knowledge on collecting world coins, especially for your country, of course you'll be doing a lot of research, trying to figure out what you want to collect, what series you want to collect, and of course the value of your expenses. At times it does get pretty expensive because you tend to hurry up and try to acquire those coins or dates or types as fast as you can when you get into these collections, okay? So you have to be very careful as your interest increases and you don't have the budget to continue at the pace that you want to go, okay? Sometimes you'll find coins that are so rare or a coin that you are so interested in getting and you can't afford it, but realize that they do come on the market frequently if they're not rare. If they're scarce, they will come up probably so many times a year, okay? So you have the chance of picking them up at a reasonable price without going over your budget. Keep your budget in mind when you buy coins because, you know, I've gone through this many times where I tend to overspend because a coin comes up that is so interesting and rarely comes up that I need to purchase it immediately. If I don't, I lose the chance of acquiring it and then waiting for another to come up, which may take time, even years. So if you're ready to get those rare coins, be sure you have a budget available ready to spend on those rare coins. If it's just for fun, by all means, take your time, enjoy the hobby. Don't get crazy and overspend, excess amount that you're dipping into your, expense for the household. So keep that in mind so you don't overspend, okay? Keep your pace, and if you're looking for a specific coin that is at a specific price and you do not have the funds for it, save up for it, okay? So you're allotting funds for that specific coin. But like I said, if you have a rare coin that comes up, sometimes I do go over budget. Sometimes I have to because it's difficult to let that particular coin pass up, okay? Anyway, just keep that in mind when you do your collection as far as collecting for hobby versus collecting for investment. Like I said, you start as a hobby and you enjoy it, and then sooner or later, as you get more experience in collecting, it turns to be more of a hobby, but it turns to be an investment, and your goals will change. Okay, so for today, what we have is a couple of nice New Zealand coins. These are both certified NGC, 1942 and 1944. Both coins are key dates. When I say key dates, that means that they are very scarce in their grades, or they're very scarce due to the number of coins minted, okay? So there's two possibilities for those things. If you look at the 1942, the 42 has a low mintage, and so based on that, it is scarce to rare due to its mintage. The 1944 has 4 times the mintage than the 1942. But the thing with the 1944 is, even though it has a high mintage, the coin was the date was widely circulated and melted, and so very few in the high grade are available for collectors. So based on that, it is a rarer coin than the 42. So the difference basically is low mintage versus a high mintage that has brought the numbers of availability down to a small amount. Okay, the 1944 is very much in demand. The 1942 is available, even though it has a smaller mintage. So mintage versus circulation available is the two things that you should understand as far as scarcity and rarity. Okay. Now what we have here is the 1942. It's an NGC certified 63. This is the Florin, very popular type coin. It is a British Commonwealth coin, so it's highly collected by U.S. and world collectors. Beautiful coin, very hard to find in high grade. The 43 grade is probably the highest I've seen so far. If it was a 65, then we're talking about a couple $1,000s for the coin. And as of yet, I have not seen one in 65. So 63 is the highest I've seen it so far. And normally the coins are really ugly, heavily bagmarked, badly toned. This one here has very nice appeal. Highest point is the hair over the earlobe, the eyebrows, and the cheek area. Those are the first areas that you'll see wear. So, and of course, you want to be sure that it has full luster on the fields like this one here. Okay, so you can see all that nice luster on the field. Very hard coin to find in this particular grade, so you will end up paying a premium for the coin on this particular condition. On the reverse, you have the popular kiwi bird, okay? And of course, the high points on this one here is going to be on the neck of the bird and on the upper leg of the bird. You will see missing lines on those areas. So you will have to be sure that you have those details there to identify them as being uncirculated, and also that you have a nice lustrous field on these coins. Very popular coin. The series started in 1933, and this continues on till 1965. Okay, and the key date basically is the 1936, which has a very low mintage, and in uncirculated condition is going for about $4,000. So this one here, the 1942, in this particular grade, we're talking about around $600 for this coin. If it was circulated, then we're looking at around $30 or $40. So there's a big jump in a circulated coin versus uncirculated. Circulated coin you can pick up pretty easily. The demand for it is not there as far as, for investment purpose. It's only for the collectors. If you like a type collection, just get a nice circulated type. You can get the 42 pretty reasonably priced. But when you get into MS 60 or better, then we're looking at a few hundred on up to a couple thousand if it was an MS 65 grade. These are tricky to grade, so you need to be sure you're well versed in grading this coin, looking at all the high points, looking at the luster, be sure that there's no heavy contact, And of course, the three things I always like to look at a coin is appeal, scarcity, and demand. Okay? If you have those three items, most likely you have a nice coin. And in the future, when it's time to sell, you should not have a problem selling the coin. You should have plenty of buyers very eager to acquire the coin. The next one is 1944, also a very popular date. The 44 and also the 1940 are similar in price in this particular grade. These coins will run between $1,500 to $2,500 in uncirculated MS60. Hard to find in 65. If this was a 65 coin, then we're talking about $3,000 to $4,000. This one is only a 62, but even in this condition is extremely hard to find. This one is, I would put a premium on this coin since it is exceptionally nice, and to me it is pretty much conservatively graded. It could have been up to a 63 because this one here has no major problems at all. Like I said, the high points is above the hair, above the ears, the eyebrow, and the cheek. And on the reverse, on the kiwi bird, yeah, you want to look at detail by the neck and detail above the thighs, okay? This one is full luster, beautiful coin, no big issues with it. It is appealing. It has a low mintage, so that is the scarcity, and it has the demand since supply is very small, and you have a lot of collectors looking for this particular coin. Beautiful piece. If you come across these coins, look at them, maybe add that to your portfolio. You will not go wrong by holding this particular coin as an investment. Most likely it will continue to increase in value. And when you've held it for 5, 10, 15 years, you will realize what you paid for it and what you sold for it would be surprisingly a pretty large increase. Hopefully the information I've provided to you is helpful. And I will have more videos coming in from all these different countries for you. And if you like what you hear and you like what you see, please comment and please subscribe to my channel. Till next time.